Good evening, everybody. I hope you're all well. Good day to some of you in other parts of the world. Just want to share die and a quick description of how it fits into our language. We have D as form and I as the feminine, and this is what we need to do to learn to die. As Bruce Lee said, to learn to die is to be liberated from death. Now, die and death seem to be closely related in our language. This is the form of the feminine, so it's a nice word. This is to remove the alpha's physical vibration. A is alpha, T is physical, H is a vibration created from the 8. I'm just going to bring a few words to show you how our language has been put together using the die. So we have discover. Now this word speaks to us and tells us what we need to discover. And how we do it is just by understanding these symbols and signs that I'm giving you. So the die sine wave has been covered. Cover is to see over. When you see over something, it's covered. Now back to the die sine wave that's been covered. So the word discover or discovered is telling us within the word this is what we need to discover. So the die sine wave has been covered. We need to discover this. We have certain forms of meditation or meditate. Me, die, physical, 8. So when you meditate, you're trying to get yourself in a die state, or your physical in that die state. We have a dictionary and we've been given diction. And why diction is so important, because it's the reverberations that we speak. Now the die, seeing the physical ions, is our diction, and this is why we need to be careful with our words. And our spellings and our language has been given to us in a format that it does not actually create what we speak. So once we understand this, we will rearrange and rewrite the verbs, the language that we use, and from then on, abracadabra, we will be able to create what we speak. And this is why this is such an important type of language. Now the die is a dipolar or a dipole state. Now if you don't know what the dipole is something that everybody needs to look into. A secondary word would be a Zwitter, Zwitter ion. Di means 2. Zwy means 2. So why would we have 2? And why would die mean 2? If we have 1 ball and we have 2 balls, being the Holy Bible, and we're on this one sine wave at the minute, the masculine sine wave, we need to connect with the mother's sine wave, which is our mission, my 2s ions, and by doing that we will create a dipolar state within, and this will allow us to move from our alpha state to the omega state. And we do this fundamentally by meditation. Once we've joined these 2 sine waves together, we will then be connected to the mother, and we'll have the choice at will to be able to leave this dimension onto the next dimension up. So the most important thing we can discover is that the die sine wave has been covered.